everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Panthers are #1 in third down percentage, and they'll be up against the Saints team looking to shut that down. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything, the ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size, but the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
Here's the option going right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now Hundley. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
Six yards to go here on second down. Throwing, Hundley. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Let's go! Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up a fourth down. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on fourth down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. This is Coleman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. short yardage. It's the fullback, Miller. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. He'll look to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Come on, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pass interference. Defense.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
Coleman now. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We're back to Uptown Charlotte after this timeout. Friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. Throwing on third down, Newton. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Automatic first down.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Caught right side at Snead. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Here we go.
Throwing, Hundley. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. 1, 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. They'll run with a fullback. This is line. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Look at the spin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, nice move. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside, and it's a lot longer run, and you got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and hurt him out of bounds.
First down and goal to go from the 7. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 5. Going with a fullback, Miller. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Bruce Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Now Franks for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Now Newton on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. Third down here. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Throwing on third down, Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing, Hundley. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And he's got Snead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught right side, it's Snead. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Another pistol look here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the 1st half. Both teams have had their moments so far today, and that's why we have a tight game on our hands. We'll have to see if either side can take control in the 2nd half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the 1st half. Now 1st and 10, Newton's going to complete the pass, and he'll be tackled at their own 34-yard line. Panthers will later turn it over on an interception. Saints lined up at the 5. Miller's going to take off here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Panthers have it midway through the second. Coleman's got fantastic blocking up front, and this long run goes for a touchdown. Panthers go up by field goal. Now to late in the first half. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down, 8. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. 1, 9, 5.
A carry for Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Here we go. 1, 9, 1.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Two yards to go here on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Come on, let's go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing, Hundley. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Holding, offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Hundley. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. Oh, look at the juke. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on second down. Here's Newton now on second down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano now to add the extra point.
All right, partner, let's go to cliche time. We're all back to even after that score tied the game.
And it's up and good. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got Snead. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go. 38.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. 30 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Well, now they'll try the end around.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Come on, let's go!
They'll set up a throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have moved out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin the drive with Coleman across the 30 to the 31-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here's Newton. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On 1st down, it's Newton. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain, and it's second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tevin Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. His throw incomplete.
That one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 18 on that one. And the Saints are going to get a first down.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Weren't out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
Here we go.
Throwing Hundley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Willie Snead, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Now Newton on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
So much of this game now in the NFL is creating turnovers in any way possible. That was old school right there. A good solid hit knocked the ball free.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. What a spin. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
So the call stands. Tough now. They're out of challenges. Do you like the amount of challenges they have in the NFL?
I do, because I think it brings a little extra strategy into the game about a head coach trying to determine when is the right time to pull the challenge flag, or maybe I let that one pass because I might need it later on in a bigger situation. 3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Fresh set of downs here. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he's brought down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something?
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. 3 yards remaining here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
They run with a fullback, Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because it didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
And Frank's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here right where he would have been if he had taken a knee at the 25. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And not the start that he expected. You look at the numbers, though, he's got back here to his elite level.
And I get the sense that the defense game planned a little bit different than what he expected. You know, he had an idea from watching tape what he should expect. They changed things up on him a little bit and caused that slow start. But the best ones, they take it as a challenge, and they come fighting back, and that's exactly what we saw there.
Defense.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. Newton. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Newton to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for New Orleans, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.